Perfect. Well, this is killing my computer. Okay, there we go. So, okay. Okay, let's begin. Recording is running. So, 5 questions. Okay.
5?
Yep. And 5 total things that we have to do. So, while looking at various course material, we cover containers, but what you may have not known, you can have containers within containers by default in creating the GUI below. Oopsie daisy, let me actually share
Your
the questions with you.
your voice is cutting down. Did you change the place of?
1 second.
Oh, no, now good. Now good.
Okay,
Benson
sorry
Mark.
about that.
Okay, good. No, not that. Okay.
You again want the questions words, right? Not the screenshot?
If it's possible, yes, please.
Yep. That's question 1. Two, 3. Okay, questions are there. Create a GUI for tic-tac-toe. Doing that. Next buttons. Adds labels for blue and green. For count of winners, each default 0. Okay, so I believe all we have to do um, is just make the scene. So we don't actually have to code the tic-tac-toe game. We just need to make it look like it could be playable.
Just
That's,
GUI, right?
yeah. So that makes life a lot easier.
Yes.
Are you gonna do question 1 then?
Yes, I can do that.
Okay. And never mind, we have to do every single step because question 2, you have to
After
have question 1
later.
first done.
Okay. just 9 circle and bottom,
Um,
right? I mean a square.
yep.
Why is it in English and it's not my language? I'm thinking other people are. Okay. Actually, I'm not watching what you're doing. I'm trying to do by myself, but remember, I don't know. You have to change the name of the each option you put. You don't like to put the. Do you understand what I'm saying?
So instead of like, what do
Just
you mean?
change the name the system give to the label, or example, bottom.
So instead
For
of
example,
button, it's what?
bottom down, bottom one. I don't know. In
Oh yeah,
Outlook,
yeah.
you
But I
mention
mean,
something.
that's with the. That's if you have multiple. That's fine.
I, I,
That is for later. I'm first trying to make it not hug the wall.
by saying that put the default 0, it means just when we saw it, just see 0, right? As
Uh,
a score.
yeah. So
Okay.
basically, it's just 0.
I think I did it. If you want, I can send it to you.
Okay.
We don't need to change the color or the font, do we?
Um, no.
You can, if you choose yes, all three of them, you can change it.
Okay, now let me do it like this.
You know, click on all of them or do Control all.
Yep.
It's gonna change at the same time.
Okay, perfect. Oh, did it not? It did not. Okay. Okay, perfect. Now, and I accidentally crashed it. Oh, I forgot to delete it. Oopsie daisy. Well, hopefully it will load, which I doubt it will.
Just do Control Alt Delete, but don't close the program.
I will close the program. There is no
Close.
need for that one. Okay, now that we have a singular button, but a little bit more knowledge. What? Duplicate. There we go. Okay, cool. Now, do this nice and quick. That's what I wanted. Great.
Put it in
Okay.
the center. Okay, good.
Uh,
I think you need more space to the bottom.
I
Right
mean, it doesn't
under.
matter about the aesthetics, honestly.
Okay.
But you're right, though. How about this? We'll make this,
I think you can do it by the, yeah, dragon.
uh,
Maybe.
like that. So we can have blue here or something.
Just click on the layer.
So blue. Whoa. Okay, great. Blue and the other
Player.
one.
Green
Okay.
player.
But do you have it already? All of
I,
this?
I, I did something and I sent it to you. Send it on the Discord actually.
I don't see it.
Maybe on the. Really?
Yep.
Can you see? I can see it. Oh my god.
Maybe it didn't load because I do not see it.
Wait, let's see.
Okay. Okay, there we go. Open with. Let's see if we can find it. This button one is the restart.
Yes, but my problem is it didn't run on the whatever his name is,
Okay, so we're not
Ken
allowed to
Builder.
use this anchor pane, which is unfortunate. Right here,
What's the
you are
anchor?
not allowed to use anchor pane.
What's the anchor pane?
This thing right here. Um, this where you put everything. Wow, that is
Ah,
that is unfortunate.
uh, I didn't know what's the anchor pane. That's my problem.
Uh, Me neither. Let's see. But
Really?
that is unfortunate.
Yeah. There's a lot of option on this application. I choose the
Exactly. I think that's exactly
exactly
why.
wrong one.
I think that's exactly why he didn't want that. Blue player. Cause see, I am struggling to put things in the right places. So
Okay, if you choose the click on the what's the name of that the blue player
yep.
and go to the properties. You can put just let me find it. You can put it in the center. Let's find it.
Yep.
Center to the left or center to the right. Something I remember something like this. This
Okay.
time.
Let me first do this because I forgot one thing.
And
Box. Okay. Let's delete that, and there we go. Now within here we can put the blue player. Lovely. And now, uh, let's duplicate this. This will be aligned right. Nope, that's the wrong one. Content display right. That does nothing. Why do I not understand? I'm just trying to make it go to the right. Why is it? I hate this.
that's
I hate this so much.
different.
Oh, it is not even funny how much I hate this.
Where is the alignment? Where did you work on that?
So alignment is right here, but even
Okay,
if I
good.
go like right, for
Uh,
example, that's only for the thing within this little box. And even if I stretch it out here,
I know what you said. Choose both of them. Choose both of them. I
yep.
remember. And then try to do something. It works or not.
Uh, oh, I can just do margin. I think that's what I'll do. I think I'll just do left margin, like, let's see if this
The top.
works. 500. Yep. Whoa. Okay, okay. Let's do 200. Okay, there we
Much
go.
better.
Let's make this 100, and this is 100 as well. Let's just make everything 100. Okay, perfect. This one and that one I want aligned to the center. Perfect. Except this is the only one that needs 300. Okay.
I think it's go back to the other one because you need to put some place to put the score.
Okay. Yep.
You need some space.
Okay. That. And then this one's gonna be green player. And then, what do we put?
should I put label as well?
A label as well for the score.
Let's check, but I think it's both for label.
Okay. Okay, then let's duplicate this. Perfect. Perfect. Let's make this down 100. Oh, wait, what? Let's do like 50.
Scheme builder. I don't remember the name of this. Scheme builder.
Hmm. This is... Wow, this is very unenthusiastic tic-tac board. But let's see. Add labels contains a reset button. Okay. So now let's make this layout. Okay. And now we do something like 650. That is supposed to be 550. Now we add in an H box. This tiny thing here. Okay, height 50. Perfect. And within here we add a button. A button. Great. Now we can align this.
Put it on the center.
Yep.
I don't have, yeah.
So it's 600. And the width is, let's change that manually. Change the button to a 25 by 25, too small. 50 by 50. Nice button in the center. Now center here would be 275. Yeah, but then everything is slightly off. I do not care.
Okay.
Let's go with 100 so that it's legible.
Okay, that's fine.
And then this would be 250 then? Yeah. Then this would be reset. Okay. Has X and O buttons that must be squared. These are the X and O
Is it
buttons,
square?
I'm assuming.
Yes.
Contains reset,
Is
player,
it in-
adds a label for count of winner. Blue player, oopsie. Why can I not shift downward? Does this continue
interaction
on?
button.
It does. So now I need to properties and make it warp. Warp text, please. Warp text, perfect. So now,
Dialog box. Is it dialog box?
up, and now it is no longer aligned center. There we go. Perfect. That looks terrible, but it works. Alright, we only require a screenshot.
Does
The
it make it
only
work?
reason the difference between my thing and your thing is actually this thing right here. So here you have Java FX scene layout, and you should have border pane instead of what I have, which is VBox. Um,
Oh, okay.
this little addition will allow you to run the VBox that you are running as a root.
Ah, okay.
And okay, there it is.
Okay, good.
Cool. And except the things aren't showing. Not everything here
Yeah,
is being shown.
the start button.
Maybe I didn't save it. Now it's saved. We go back. Okay, maybe this is something else. And it ran. Perfect.
Okay, okay.
When I hover it, it that is funny. Okay, let me hover this so that it looks
It's an extra point thing, I think.
Oh man, hold
We
up.
did something.
Yep. Okay, somehow now it's. I don't understand this stupid thing. Okay, hold up. There we go. There it is. Perfect. So now we have the running. Hey, I do want to save it actually. Let's save it to lab 12, I'm assuming, at this point. Problem 1. I think it's lab 12. A little bit long, but LLL lab 12 .png. All right, let's see. Wow, that's amazing. Now, add the code and the ability that if a button is pressed, the color of the button should change to blue and become disabled. Okay, you will need a link to Java API for JavaFX components. Add logic for reset button to clear all squares of color and re-enable. We require 2 screen captures. Disable button. The entire controller class when complete. Um, how do I do this?
What's going on?
If do you have names for these buttons? I do not.
I think it's better to put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 something for the first row. And
Okay. Lovely. That looks splendid. Now,
I don't know. There's a
sample controller. I don't know what to actually do here. I don't know how to actually write the code for this, so this is going to be pretty interesting. Let me take a sneak peek at what he wrote. So, button, new button. Well, that says nothing. Nope. So, how do I connect this?
What do you want to do? I don't understand.
So, I want to... So, he said you need to connect the controller. So, the controller class is here. Yeah, I do not know how to... I do not know how to add anything to here. Do I go to the code bit here? On action. I don't know what to do here. Switch to script mode?
I'm trying to figure out
Hmm.
Okay. Let's take a FN. Let's get it.
So main here.
send a photo, maybe it's helpful.
Oh. Okay, this is maybe what I needed to do was actually watch the YouTube videos. That probably would have been helpful.
I can send the.
Yeah, I got it. This one was called Tic-Tac-Toe Game. Oh, it's the other one.
Okay, you know, on the if you choose the, I figure out what we can do for the disabled part.
Okay.
For the default button, cancel button.
Here's how we handle multiple items that we want to manipulate, add text to, change text, retrieve values from it, all these different things. So you're going to
Just choose the button.
welcome to Java.
Choose the reset button.
Now I say this.
So okay, I choose the button.
Let's see. Okay, and go to the properties.
Properties.
Yeah, going down, you can find something focus travel on the node.
Node.
On the
Focus traversal.
Yeah, something like this. Yeah.
Oh. What do I do with it?
Click. Is already clicked?
Yep.
Okay, then take the click off.
Whoops. Yep.
And can you run it to see what happened?
Yep. Okay. Yep. So I can't click on it.
Cannot click on it. Okay.
Yep. Okay, cool. So that is how you. So we just need to make focus traversal off, and then it becomes disabled. Lovely. Now we need to figure out how to.
As an old Java GUI programmer using, frankly, easier to use for through or hoops I have to get through in order to get this done. Like, why are we even using GUIs? I think that part's the easy part. Just like everything else, there's going to be pros and cons. Oh, y'all. So, and then you'll an intro one, T1. That. Oh, I'm going to go to here for my T1, brand new one, run as, run configurations, and they're going to make sure it's the last one, go to arguments, and it's not there. Now, to be honest with you, I was expecting that. That's why I ran it first time, because the clip's going to be a pain in the neck. So I'll tell you that's an error like we just solved. So I'm just going to go previous one. I'm going to copy and paste that, go to my one that I really want, paste that, and there it is. Make sure you have the dashes, add modules there. I'm going to apply, hit OK. And that was the window. There it is right there. So notice I had to do some finagling here. I had to get the project set up. I had to get the run set up. I had to delete a couple of things. So make sure that you're ready to go when it comes to that. By this time, or you've gotten to this video, you needed to have installed everything. Managers. But anyway, so we have to be very careful about, when you copy paste that code, make sure you might have to make some minor changes. But the rest of it goes good. So that's it. So there's only two spots that could be different. Once you get that, I want you to go ahead and answer the questions that we have right here, 1 through 3 here, and I will show you some solutions to that, and we'll talk about that in our next projects or the two different exercises. All right, so get to work and we'll be back a little. Eclipse, it's going to look similar to whatever the window should look. It did have a window, and a window less costly. It's things we had to worry about. So this is the current project that I'm in, is Java in Eclipse for that. I'm going to do the exact derail everything. To be honest with you, all I did was I used the same project. I copied and pasted the code to fit with my main.java. That was it. Copy, paste it, run, and voila, I didn't make any changes to settings or whatever. So again, I didn't make any changes because we haven't gotten into scene builder. We're not really diving too deeply into the state. Here's where I'm completely jealous. 15, 20 years ago when working with Java, we were Java. This is up. So I'm going to, it does that too. So everything looks good here. Let's wait for some arguments. Make sure it's the right one. Oh, you know what? Here's another hint. Notice we haven't run it yet. So I'm going to close the last. Here's where things get a little bit more interesting. And again, this is in the setup videos that you should have had. Is I should be able to right-click on sample controller.java. Sample.xml. Open with scene from here on out. So, and open all of this, remember that I'm actually working with sample.fxml. I'm actually working with that file. I'm not really working with Java. I'm really not. XML file. Java's going to load it up and put it right into our order pane, which is going to be our root, and that's going to be our stage and everything else like that. So let me get back to this. Now, containers, controllers, menus, these are all the different options that you have. But notice containers by default is going to be open up because that really is what we need to drop everything into. Now, please go through and explore some of these fantastic containers that you have. I'm going to use anchor pane just because, frankly, I'm jealous. Number two, I can place anything that I want anywhere on it. So I'm pretty okay with using this just kind of for a demonstration part. I would use some of the other ones if I was more strict, like gaming or something of that nature, but for right now, for demonstration purposes, anchor pane honestly is the easiest. Again, manually, I would have had to have done this in Swing and AWT, which is a real pain in the neck. But anyway, so notice also in the document, it kind of gives you the hierarchy. We're in a border pane, we're using an anchor, we have a top, left, right, and bottom. I'm not going to worry about that for now. All right, now I'm going to give controls. So I'm going to put controls here, I'm going to put OK button, which is a button, really. So that's what anchor pane does, is it actually kind of gives you a little bit of, oh, by the way, there's a difference between a label and then a text box. I'll show you that here, text area, text field. Okay. So there's a button, it automatically opens up for you. Label, by the way, is, last time I checked, it's not interactive. It's just text, like what is this text box beside me? The text box is definitely interactive, so if we click on something, we add something to it, we can retrieve the value from it.
Okay. Okie I am now going to take. No, it's the same. Okay, cool.
I'm just going to put one more in there. I'm going to do web view. Checkbox. Okay. Now, the important part. I'm going to hit save. So file, save, which I just did with the keyboard actually. I'm going to go back to the code. So notice, the Java code didn't change at all yet. Right here, there's my window. Now, be careful. I just actually screwed this up and edited it out. I went to my particular main that I'm doing everything in, went to run as, and then run the Java application. And I've got a 3-screen system here, so I had to go all the way from my one screen, all bring everything over. So be careful where that window pops up if you have multiple screens. But there it is. That's so beautiful compared to what I had to do before. But anyway, notice the label I can't really do anything with, and the text box, of course, definitely can. So again, the difference between the two there. So that is your setup when it comes. There's going to be a lot in this one, so heads up. And that's connecting our GUI to our application is going to be. You also need to design Nado and take a look and put our logic in and everything else like that. There's going to be some neat things I'm going to show you with that. And then number 4 is go ahead and run the whole sucker and make sure everything is linked basically from our class in our project to our scene builder. So there's a lot of things that are going on behind the scenes here. So let's get into the first part. So what I want to do in an application is very simple. I'm trying to keep this video short. I want to have a label that increments in numbers from 0 to 1, 2, 3, and then decrements using an up and down button. So I'm going to do it real quick. Put here, and there, label. It's a shame. I clicked L to see if it would go down to it. It didn't. Label. In fact, I know I can.
Okay.
Make a label larger. It's the font for this one. That one should be up. Give every component a name. That should make sense. So I'm going to put down.
Okay, so when he said give every component a name, what he meant is that not like this. For example, here, you actually should delete this so that it doesn't show
You should
anything
click on
random.
the button and change it on the properties, right?
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
let's see. Where is he doing it? Nope, in code. So when you do code, there's a part called identity, and this one could be called 1. Okay. Um, one.
You want to change the name of these? You have to go to the properties. Go up, properties.
But that's just text. That's not what I want. What I want is that in here,
For this one. That one should be up.
okay. So it's not. I don't actually want to change the name. I want to change its ID in the code. So it's one thing to have the name be something, but that value doesn't mean anything because it's tic-tac-toe, right? So this one is going to be 1. Fix the value. Oh, okay. So we can do 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. This one we'll call it reset. Cool. Now, okay, great,
Did you say that?
great, yeah. So now it all does stuff, and now we need to
Up,
watch the
down.
video more.
And notice, by the way, it's under code.
So we do controller, great.
Go for this. Label, I'm going to put as value. Now,
Okay, and then this one here. We need this one here, and we give this one B win. This one we set it to G win. G win. Okay. B win G1. Perfect.
I'm now going to change the names of them, and that goes under properties here. I'm going to name that one up. I'm going to name that one down. I'm going to leave the label one.
I see what you mean. So they have to match. Unbelievable.
I think you have to go to the ID part.
I did. I did the other way
Oh.
around. Okay. 3 is 3, 4 is 4, 5 is 5, 6, 7, 9.
Okay, so there is that. So notice I've designed it, I've named everything, and now I've got to go back eventually to, frankly, the
Oh, wait. I don't need to change the button name. Oh, I'm so stupid. The only reason why he did that in the video is because they had meaning. Our thing doesn't have meaning. We're just trying to change it blue or green. Oopsie daisy. Okay.
controller just to kind of check things out and make sure that we're good to go. There's a lot going on here. First, let's talk about the action listener.
Okay. Well, unfortunately, we have lost one, and we are stuck on question number 1. Sorry, 2. Now, let's go. Let's see how much work we can get done. Import Java event action. Control label. Do we have anything in hello world? Nope, this is by itself. Java effects dot event dot action event? Yep, cool. Then 1, 2, 3, cool. And then fxml, then fxml. Cool. Scene control label. Scene, oopsie. Scene control label. Scene. And it is angry. Why is it mad? Java effects scene. Control capital L. Label. Cool. Now under this we have private. Hey hey.
Hi, Discord kicked me out.
That sucks.
I think I
Let's.
need to download the app
Okay.
on the.
So let's go with private. Now we have 1. Wait. Nope.
I think you can you can copy this from the note. Do you have note open?
This
I
one?
think we have something. Whatever on the video, we have it on note. Go to.
This right here.
After.
Java effects button. Event handler. Yep. Okay, I see what you mean.
You can just if you type some part. Oh, okay, you find. Yeah, both parts.
So like this. So instead of value, we have sample. Oh, what? Hmm. Why is it not recognizing? Sample controller. Okay. So private. But this is gonna break if I'm not mistaken. Okay, let's try it. Should crash. Nice. Good.
Because I think the name of the bottom or everything is different from ours for
Yes.
this one.
Exactly. But then I don't get it. So up. Maybe we call it one listener. Two listener. Breaks again? Nope. Oh, okay. Oopsie daisy.
In Visual Studio, much easier than this.
Visual Studio? Yep, I agree.
When you change it, on GUI, the code's gonna change. I don't know what you should use this.
Why use Eclipse? Or,
Yes.
uh,
Eclipse and the other one, the skin builder.
I don't know. I just do what I'm told, but at the same time, I don't get it. This is not
It
doing
works, it
anything.
didn't work. What should it do?
So basically what I did, I actually have no idea at all.
It said after we click on it, it's gonna be disabled, right? Something like
So
this.
it's supposed to be like this. So,
It's not too. Oh my god. You have to be more. It happens that if pressed, the color of bottom should change blue and become disabled. Okay.
this is so unfair. I don't even know how to deal with Java. How am I supposed to deal with this?
It's
Hmm. Problem that I have currently, action event E, but
should something like the action event be false and at the beginning be true and then when we click it, it's gonna be false. Set
so
0.
basically what I did, I made private variable GW, and basically what it did is I just don't understand. Maybe I keep watching video.
Here's the
It
action
will
event that we
explain.
have here. Now, by the way, I named the function that one up. Now I've got to go back eventually to, frankly, the controller just to kind of check things out and make sure that we're good to go. There's a lot going on here. First, let's talk about the action listeners and the action events that we have here. Now, by the way, I named the functions up, down, left, right. I could have named it something else. Matter of fact, I'm going to do up listener, down listener, and that's going to change my stuff a little bit, but that's okay. But notice I get to name the actual functions that I want to. Now, I'm again still need to connect those using the screen builder to the up and down arrow, but also put some system out print lines just for debugging.
You know, the user interface place is gonna code change
Purposes,
or not?
and then
I've
here's
not
the logic
gotten
of
there.
incrementing
Sorry, I just
number and
have no
decrementing the
idea
number if I get
what
the down button. So that's the overall items.
what is
The other thing that I
going
found that
on.
was missing a lot of documentation when it came to other videos and stuff like that is that controller does not. I was able to tie all of these values, so with value and tie this entire file, which does have certainly didn't come from this code. It came from me using that @fxml, and it literally tied this entire file, which does have value, which does have up and down if I really wanted to. It ties all of those variables, as I'll call it, to frankly our controller, so it knows what value is going to be and all that good stuff. So I still went ahead and created a label for value, and also noticed that I had to import what the label was, which is rather interesting because I'm getting used to swing an AWT here. And I went ahead and right off the bat set the value of the label box to 0. So if I bring it up here real quick, I'm going to do it from the main, run component. There's always an error screen that pops up. It's up for a second. So here's what it looks like. So the up and down buttons, nothing crazy, but notice the labels go ahead and set to 0. So that's great. So now the next part is tying everything together in Scene Builder. So that's our next step. So now back at Scene Builder, I had to collapse a whole bunch of things here and then get to the controller here, which is at the very bottom. I went ahead and select the application simple controller. Notice it was linked already because we opened this from Eclipse, so it was already connected there, but I'm not done yet. So now I want to go up to, frankly, where I have my different components. Now, we've done properties, we've done layout, we've done code, but we've done one thing that we need to do in code, is that's tied to the actual function. So notice, we have...
Okay. So now we need to do one code on action, one listener, two listener.
Now 3 of them, down listener, up listener, good, and initialize, that's fine. So anyway, that's up one, I want to make sure that it connects to the up listener function. Do this one, connect that to the down listener function. Just in that order. I'm going to save everything, and then let's pray this runs.
Okay. That's amazing. It does something. Okay, cool. Now, great that it does something, but
It's supposed to be disabled, right?
yeah, so now we gotta do something a little bit more fancy. So now we don't need this at all. And basically what we're gonna do, turn to blue. And we're gonna have all of these follow a simple action, turn to blue. Cool. Everything has turned to blue. Okay. Now we have 20 odd minutes to figure out how to turn the color to blue. Which I honestly do not know how to do that. Do you know how to change the boxes to blue and such? Or how to change their color?
For after action.
How do I change the color to...
Disabled and blue button. Okay, I think you will need to choose all of them and choose the on the properties, not on the layout. I see disabled someplace.
It was the... So in properties under node, there was a disable button.
Okay, you can choose that one.
Yep, but the thing is we need to code it. So we just need to... I don't know how to access the properties. Maybe I do... What was it? Gwin get text.
Don't do that.
Value. So instead of gwin, maybe we do is there a self function? Nope, there's not. So it's action event. How do we turn button blue? That is the real question. Or do we create what was it again? Button equals new button. Okay, we just do that. And in order to do that, what do we need? Ah, here it is. We don't have the button control. Alright. Button. Bang. But that only... Don't actually need that because we're not trying to create one, we're just trying to turn the button blue.
You saw it run with the window pop up, but there was no interaction quite yet. So let's take a look here. Here's a window.
I don't understand how we were supposed to go from this to tic-tac-toe. This is like a hop, skip, and a
So
leap.
now I have it running.
Yeah,
Green
I
light,
know what
up,
you said.
down, yay. And there we go. So there's our
I
connection.
don't
The
know
last
why
stop for connecting.
when we are at the
Here's how we handle-
Rocky group, why we have to do something like that.
Yeah,
Complicated program. I don't know.
I do not understand.
It's not
Multiple
it's not basic
items
at
that we want to manipulate, add text to, change text, retrieve values from it, all these different things. So you're going to see the stuff's mostly the same. There's a couple minor big things in there. Number one is I have to import all of the different...
So I do need button. Okay, neat. Okay, cool. Text field. I don't have one, so I don't need it.
Well, libraries, as I'll call it, for the various components that we're going to use. That's step number one. Step number two is, well, we got to... Well, frankly, we should really use step number one here, but in the sample XML or whatever, here is our design. We just have a button and we have a text box we need to be specific about. It's called button one, and then we have our text box called text box one. Don't forget that you need to make sure that you have tied it to the controller. And I do have, for the button listener called, what is it, button click? So let's try it again. Yep, button click. So there's the GUI. So to be honest with you, I did the GUIs first. Got things set up, which is right here, and here's my action listener, there's my initialize if I wanted. Again, this is completely optional, but the action listener wasn't. So, how did I
Okay. Let's do it like this. At fxml. Private button one. Okay. Now we just do the same thing, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Cool. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9. Cool. Now we have all of the buttons. Great. We can do label. Label. We call this L label.
involve everything? Number one, notice I use that at XML with every single item just to make sure that it was tied with that. Every single component, put that in front. Number two, I'm really showing you a lot of code and hint here.
Okay, so now we just do oh my god, we're gonna have to make a unique function for every single button.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Thanks.
Because well, I mean, Okay, but maybe let's just go one button at a time. We have 15 minutes. Wow. First of all, button 1, disable. Set disable. Set disable. True. Okay, so okay, cool. Yup, yep. And now, as soon as I click it, it creates an error. Lovely. Why?
Did you save that?
Um, yes, I saved everything. Basically, all I'm trying to do is
And there
make
when
it
comes
so that button click.
to, frankly, manipulating and retrieving information from some of the GUI components. You are going to most likely need this for your lab, so you really want to kind of check things out. Notice number one is that in reality, for whatever you need, I'm going to put button 1 dot. It's mostly going to be either a set function that you're going to need or a get function that you're going to need. So let me try to.
So I don't understand how this is messing up so hard. Is it just 1? Oh, 2. Haha! Okay, so stupid me, I just didn't set the what's it called, the button. Um, okay, great. Now, um, all we have to do is just replicate the step a little bit. 2, 4, 6, 8, 2, 4, 6, 8, and then 1. Okay, now we set this to 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 9. Cool. Now we just do 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Great. Let me try this again. Okay. It's tragic. It only works on 1. And I figured out why.
It's a lot of question for 1.5 hour.
Yep. But he was also remember, like, there's only a quarter of the class is in our position. Everyone else actually knows what they're doing. which is truly unlucky. Okay, okay, great. Now, bang, bang, bang. Great, now everything is getting disabled. Wonderful.
Okay.
Now, we have to make it blue.
Yeah.
Set. I don't know what we can even set anything to. Set. Maybe it's in properties. What is he even setting here? Set style? Is it style, really? Set style. Background color? Blue? Oh!
Yeah, it works. Like these?
Okay, so. Okay, that's all we need to do. Okay, cool. So now we just need to do set style, that thingy right there. Okay, we'll be able to get two. Lovely. Um, so now we do one, set style, blue. Oh, blue? Is that what he said? Nope.
No, not that.
It is FX background color blue. Okay, great. So now we just paste.
Oh my god.
I feel like this is inefficient, but at the same time, all these buttons have to be unique for now. Because I don't know how to make a checker for if it's the first button, the second button, the third button. Yeah, let's check. That's not blue, but I will work with it. I will work with it 100%. And now, there is the button called label. Nope, nope, the button called reset.
And make your way down to the first floor. If there's any material that you wish to check out, please do so now.
Oh,
The
you're in the
24-hour
library?
study space is available in the
Yes.
RLC area
Oh,
near
you
the
hear
main
me?
entrance.
Yep.
I repeat, the
It's right
library
there.
is now
Remote.
closing and will
Remote.
close promptly at midnight.
Remote.
Thank you.
Yep, that is unfortunate. Okay, now, ooh, maybe we can do like this. Ah, there we go. So this one's called reset. Let's go, board. And then we go code on action, reset board. 5 minutes. Come on now. Please work.
Okay, good.
No. Now please work. No. Didn't work. Ooh, but it reset this one. Okay, great. I don't know why. Oh, because I set it to only one. That's so stupid.
Really, for all of them?
Okay, yeah, but what is great is that now I can just copy this a million times. And then we should be able to get question 2 out of 5.
It's a lot of things, I don't know, it's not fair actually.
Okay, 2, 3, 4. He's gonna look at this code and he's gonna be very disappointed, but at the same time, like, come on now. This is the first time I'm dealing with this. Well, I mean, besides class. And then same thing here. 2.
Actually, at the beginning, he put me on the expert group by mistake, and I said I'm not expert, I'm a Rocky, but for now, no, I'm mad at myself because for Rocky one is much harder than the other persons.
Yes! Oh my god, it works. Okay. Oh, please, for the love of God, let there be time. So, 2 screenshots there with disable and blue button. And then, oh no way, he wants the Java file of the entire. Okay, so, fortunately, due to lack of time,
پس من دارم میزنم تو داری میزنی.
نمیزنی؟
آره دیگه منم بزنم.
Transcription.
blue, disable.
چیه برن؟
ویدیو داریم کار میکنیم. بزنی.
این پسرم که من یک کدی رو انداختم میتونم انجام بدم همین شکلی.
Set.
بزن یه بار بکن.
My God.
Okay, well, unfortunately, we only got 2 out of the 5 questions.
Yeah,
Um,
I don't know what other students do, but it's not fair. It's a lot of questions.
yep. Regardless, thank you for the help. Um, it was tough on your end, but you still managed to help me somehow, so thank you.
No, you actually
And
helped me a lot.
let's see. Okay, let me stop the recording and submit it before it hits midnight.